That might be a good idea. Oh. What the hell?
I'm finally alive!
My chud son is alive.
Yes, and I have a bone to pick with you. Where is my video? I'm literally your favorite boy!
Getting a video. Wait, does that mean you've been alive this entire time? And you've seen everything?
You sicken me.
Can you really blame the guy? You'll get your video when you get it, but you can't skip the line.
No, I want it now! I demand it! I'm your favorite! I'm the best grappler ever! I have waited for this! Please, will you cover me?
First off, you're not even in character. Potemkin wouldn't even outlast. Like, come on, man. We all know. I've done my research. Second off, you are kinda right. It's been a while, and I should cover you. You're literally my favorite. So that's what we're gonna do. But what he doesn't know is I'm gonna cover the worst version of him while he's not looking.
Yippee! Play the intro! My loyal fans!
Hey, hey!
任務を遂行する。終わりだ。
We have been covering strong grapplers, but we haven't really talked about really badly designed ones in a while. Let's talk about a fella that's lacking the strength department by talking about my favorite boy. I've covered him before, but didn't have the grab treatment that we're going to be having in today's video. What's up, fellas? Panda here, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I hit 5,000 subscribers to cover a fun version of Zangief. And I really appreciate the love in the last vids. Even though, like, some of them have not been popping off as hard, it's still appreciate that you guys are showing a very high retention engagement rate. It means a ton. It genuinely does. It feels like a nice, cute, wee, small community. You know, I really enjoy it. Get talking about what a grappler wants.
We know what a grappler wants. Get on with it!
Alright, calm down.
Yes, dude!
Grappler tends to have a very difficult time trying to get in. This is the usual, but the most unique thing about the grappler is how they get in. And for this series, that's the main thing that we've been covering. How they get in and how they're unique with their grab game plan. But once they're in, they can threaten the strike throw, which is the strongest mix-up ever. You can choose between hitting the opponent or grabbing them. You have to jump the grab, and if you don't guess right, you are dead. Time for the first game of a franchise I hold very dear to me.
Heaven or hell, 2, 1, let's rock!
Oh, just ending it with violence. So look at this. Look at this game. Oh. At that point, there you go. Oh.
Yeah!
Get Your Missing Link is the first game of an important franchise. The anime fighter created by Daisuke Ishiwatari in 1998. It was a game with a small roster, but it was a very cool anime game where Daisuke did the character designs, gameplay, music, and voice acting. He plays as his self-insert, So Bad Guy, and also as much as I love Daisuke being Saul and doing the voices, you have to turn down this game when you play it, otherwise Gun Flame becomes Gun Napalm Strike in your ears. Your Missing Link was a game, and that's putting it kindly. It's a 4-button fighter with a secret 5th one. This game was popular for having the Gatling system where you chain weaker normals to stronger ones, a lot like Darkstalkers. The health bar was massive and it was a first to do round system, which is normal, but the movement though is far from normal. The movement is insanely good, allowing for full screen dashes, running, double jumping, dash cancels. It was very wild and fun. Now, the 5th secret button, Dust, is an overhead that gives you a float combo. Also, I just lied to you. 5 characters had an overhead, the rest were mids, and 2 of them being the final boss fights were low. The game just loves lying to your face. Guilty gearheads like myself would just get killed by this, honestly. But the main mechanic of this game was the insta-kills and the infinites. This is all you'd see in high-level play, 2 players trying to beat each other, trying to get an infinite or an insta-kill. The infinites are done through dash taunt cancels or something like that. It's some mad high tech where I'm like, whoa, have fun, bucko. Any hit led to death in this game, that was the nature of it. And the insta-kills would use his hitbox to throw out as an anti-air or to counter poke, and he could always try and land one anywhere. You can break the insta-kill, but landing one didn't just win the round, it won the game.
This game is fun.
It's time for the unmovable fortress. Man cladded in faith, Potemkin! Is the main grappler of Guilty Gear series, and it's interesting because they haven't released a character to challenge his grappler title, like there is another grappler in the series. Potemkin is a big fella at 8'10", and he was smaller in previous games as he grows with every game. This is due to his muscle disability that keeps making him grow and grow. His visual design is very intimidating with massive arms and a big collar. He's also meant to be from an India-like place in the world of Guilty Gear. This character uses his sheer strength to get in, and he's so strong he needs his collar to hold him back because his power is way too much. He is prideful and is viewed as a protector among his colleagues. Now it's time to get into the story of the big fella. Potemkin was originally a slave to the nation of Zep. He was forced to have a bomb collar on for the rest of his life, which would end him if he tried to take it off. He was also forced to take part in a tournament to find out what was going on with Testament. After fighting, being extremely exhausted from everything, Gabriel showed up to tell Potemkin that his mission wasn't finished. Potemkin, mad as he's sick of seeing the suffering of others, rages towards Gabriel, but Gabriel then reveals that he is also sickened by the people running Zep and wants to overthrow it. With these two, they were able to do just that, with Gabriel at the helm and Potemkin as his right-hand man. Such a fantastic story for a side character, a slave trying to get by his suffering and pain to help others. It's genuinely touching in some of the moments when you see him like doing the paint and stuff like that. He's my favourite for a reason. Let me get into his gameplay, and we're going to be starting by talking about the positives before the negatives.
That's because I have the weaknesses, right? The stripes? I'm strong!
Yeah, totally. He has no idea. Potemkin being a grappler meant that he had the 50-50, which is a great start. In anime fighters, the archetypes tend to be over-exaggerated, and this is also the case when it comes to Potemkin in this game, specifically on his Potemkin Buster. It came out in one frame, making this a perfect guard cancel option on defense. It also had insane strength that has never returned since. That's right, it had no whiff animation, meaning you'd only get 6p if Pop Buster didn't land. Super strong, as this means Potemkin could never be punished for his grappler game plan. Also had one of the most busted tools he's ever had, Forward Megaphone. It was airborne on frame 1, meaning it was pretty good for escaping these situations where you were stuck in pressure, and it was extremely disjointed, so have fun trying to hit him. Unblock, it's also plus, meaning it's your turn when used. It's just a super good tool. If Modern Pot had this would be absolutely busted. When it comes to the positives, that's it.
Wait, that was short. What do you mean that's it?
Well, yeah, that was it. When it came to the health, it didn't matter because it was infinite central Potemkin. You should know this. I just got done explaining it. Also, your character didn't have a single infinite, so technically your damage was low, which is really funny considering you were designed to have high damage. Your jab confirms do 40%, but it doesn't matter because you aren't hitting for an infinite. You didn't have dash cancels and your charge sucked. You were lacking, brother.
So wait, you covered a very weak version of me? What? For what purpose?
For what purpose? You skipped the line. This is your retribution. Time for the weaknesses. Thing to note is the list. You got your video, why are you depressed? It's a pretty big deal, as you can see here. He's missing out on a lot of tools. Plenty that missing like Potemkin can't do. You hear that? Even the can't at the bottom. His buttons are horrendous. They're all super slow, meaning you can't use jab on defense because it comes out in 10 frames. His close slash comes out in 12 frames. Your best poke is 2S, which also came out in 10 frames. This makes no sense. It's minus 10 on block, but it's massive with a decent hit, but no vacuum. It's also a low. Is he hitting your shins? I don't think so. Pretty epic, but it's bad because he can't infinite. Like, that's the weaknesses of the buttons. Did it land? Yes. Can he infinite? No. It's bad. That's it. That's the nature of this game. So his 2H was a 6-framer, but it knocked the opponent far away, and he didn't have heat knuckles, so there was no way of cashing out. It sucks. Don't use it. The reason for his lack of infinites is because of his dash and his bad charge. He doesn't have a dash, and his charge was mediocre. He can't do it, meaning he can't play how you need to play Missing Link. His movement is so bad that his jump start up is 12 frames.
What the fuck is this?
This means he can't jump on defense, which is a basic feature in many other anime fighters. He had a tool unique to this game called Nitro Hook, where he dashes up and grabs the enemy. However, it's super slow and the iframes on it are terrible. If you whiff this, you die, but it's very hard to whiff punish because the active frames are like 17. So there used to be a bait strategy of using insta-kill during this. But again, it's a bad tool. You can't use it in neutral. Potemkin Buster basically reaches the same, believe it or not. So, why? Frame 1. Pick the frame 1. Massive problem for Potemkin is that Oki doesn't exist. Every interaction that he does always leads to attack out, and Potemkin doesn't have chasing tools, right? Sol Bad Guy can run. Chip can run. Everyone can run. He can't. And then Justice just shoots a projectile. She doesn't care. She doesn't want to engage. So Pot couldn't do pressure. Well, what about his specials? Surely he has something that stands out. But I already talked about those positives. All the specials that we talked about that were good were 2 things. The rest were abysmal. And even some of the good things I mentioned were bad. Mega Fist, for example, was minus on block if you did it back. And it only came out 1 frame faster, so you just did forward because you still got the amazing properties, but you were plus. Like, the whole game plan is literally spam forward Mega Fist. What is this game design? What's wrong with you? Lighthead was also something else. It was Gravitational Stamp, and this tool was awful. In this game, peeps are already jumpy, so hitting this unblockable never happened. So if you used it, you got infinited. But here's the neat thing, if you landed this tool, air teching existed, meaning if they timed a tech on this tool, they could do an instant forward air dash and punish you for hitting your 27 frame unblockable that did no damage. Meaning you landed this and what they go like, oh, I'm gonna run Oki. No, you're not. Tech forward infinite Shine. So on hit, this move was terrible. And charging up never happened because it took too long. It didn't do anything otherwise. I think I mentioned as well, Potemkin Buster also did little damage and there was no way to chase the Oki. So that was another tool that kinda had weaknesses despite being a very strong tool. Potemkin was abysmal in this game. I think the main highlights are how lacky he is at everything. There was no clear game design when it came to this version of Potemkin. Daisuke must have designed them last because the other characters seem to piece well, but I can't tell you Potemkin's supposed to do. The slide head is bad in every instance. His Mega Fist is supposed to emulate air dashing, but it wasn't good for air to air. I don't know what these tools are made for in the grand scheme of things, where if I look at a character like Modern Potemkin, Hammerfall's to let you approach. Mega Fist is supposed to be an air dash to jump over things, right? Heat Tackle is supposed to be an air stall counter tool. If you look at other grapplers like Anakaris, he had projectiles to counter, he had his teleport to get in. Everything worked together and the teleport let him chase him when he landed his projectile. Like, everything makes sense. Here, nothing makes sense. Yes, he's supposed to be slow, but Mega Fist puts him airborne, frame 1, and is plus 10 on block, which Melia would love that tool. Is he supposed to be stubby on offense? Yes, but his Potemkin Buster reaches further than his grab that's supposed to reach further. Nothing connects in the end. He was a horrible grappler, and I can't look back at it and say, I wish we could take some strengths away from this like I did with Tizok. Wow, this is something we should stay clear of, because there's clearly no innovations we can take from it. I mean, Nitro looks cool, but that's about it. Okay, maybe I was a bit mean. You alright, buddy? I'm sorry. But yeah, no highlight reel this time around. And we walk away thinking to ourselves that missing a Potemkin is really bad. There's no design philosophy that I would take away besides potentially the good defense that he had. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. Try to get 5k subscribers. Cover Zangief. Tell you what grappler I should cover. And if you want to support me, check out the membership system. But we're going to go straight to the grappler Where did he go?
I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you! How dare you do this to me! I waited so long for a grab video! Mega Fista! Potemkin Buster! I'm a fool!
Check out the Grappler.
We're not finished! We're not finished!